Now let's talk about twin profiles. Twin profiles, you would know things like back-to-back angles or cross angles or back-to-back channels. Those are what we call twin profiles. And normally, you might have seen that the way to enter them is to basically use the same command twice and then do some adjustments. And then after the initial entry, if you want to change the rotation or orientation or something, then it takes considerable amount of time. In COMOSYS, that's been very well organized. So let's say we have this little frame and I want to enter vertical bracing, and I just go in there and I just enter it like that, for example, and then the other side. And so normally the default for this is a single angle, but let's say I wanted to make it a twin profile. If I double click on that, in the geometry tab, normally the profiles would be categorized as normal over here on the right hand side. You have the profile name over here. You can change the profiles section from here, but the categorization is normal. Now, if you open this combo box, you will see that you have the option of choosing twin profiles as well. We'll talk about the built-up ones later. So there's the option of choosing twin profiles. And when you choose the twin profile and you just click on apply, it will immediately create a twin profile over there if you see. And by default, so it's just going to assume something, and then you have the ability to change it. And the other thing you will notice is that when I clicked on apply, a new tab appeared over here. It's called the twin tab. And inside the twin tab, if I click on that, you see that I've got many options which I can use over here. So the first thing is the twin type. And if I open this one over here, you see that the twin type can be back-to-back angle with the short sides facing each other. It could be back-to-back angle with the long sides facing each other. It could be a cross angle. It could be back-to-back channels. It could be face-to-face channels. It could be face-to-face angles with the short sides facing each other, for example. Or it could be the face-to-face angles with the long sides facing each other. It could be an angle box, which means four angles arranged in a way that they start looking like a box. What that tells you is that a twin profile doesn't necessarily have to have two profiles in it only. The reason why it's called a twin is because all the profiles are the same. They're all twins, like quadruplets, if you want to call them. But basically, the same profile is used twice or four times. So, for example, there's another cross angle in which you've got four angles, or you could use a double eye or a quadruple eye, or back-to-back angles, which kind of look like four angles, which are placed in such a way that they look like back-to-back channels, etc. So let's try them. So let's go to the back-to-back angle one. And when you choose the back-to-back angle one, it asks you for a distance between them, and you can say okay. And when you go like that, you see that profile has been created. You can see that back-to-back angle over there. Now this might not be the orientation which you wanted. So just like with normal, for example, the column, you could just select the column and press Control Q to rotate it. As you know, simply you could press Control W to give these offsets and Control E to give these offsets. In exactly the same way, the twin profiles can also be selected as one object. So the first thing you notice that there are not two IDs on the screen. When you select one, you select both. And when you select it and you press Control Q, you notice that you can easily bring it to the orientation which you wanted. Let me just hide this for a second so that it's easily visible. Maybe this one as well. Yeah. So you can see that your twin back-to-back angle is at the correct orientation which you wanted. I can just select it and say Control Q again. So it's easily modifying that twin profile. If I wanted these legs to face up, then I would do it like that. So it's very easy to modify. I can just press Control W as well to do this kind of offsetting. I can press Control E to do this kind of offsetting. So it behaves exactly the way a normal single profile does. Let me show all again. So this is a back-to-back angle, for example. If I go back in there, I can choose a cross angle. And when I choose a cross angle, then it asks for two gaps between them, obviously. And in that case, let's just show this only. Select the origin of interest over there. You can see that these are two angles with a gap between them. And you can once again select them as a single entity. Press Control Q, press Control W, Control E, and you're good to go. Once again, if you go back into the twin profile tab over there, you've got options like back-to-back channels, for example. In this case, you have to choose a profile over here. You can choose the profile from here. You can just write it directly. Give a distance. Press OK, and you can see that your angle is now, your channel rather. Let's just hide this. Yeah. Your back-to-back channel is over there. You can press Control W to bring it to the middle. Very easily modifiable. The modification is really quick and fast. And if I double click on the thing again, and instead of back-to-back, if I say face-to-face, then very easily it becomes a face-to-face twin profile. Go back in again, convert that into a face-to-face angle, for example, like that. And you've got something like this with a gap in between the face-to-face angles. If you choose angles with different leg lengths, then you will see the short sides and long sides effect of it as well. You could do a cross angle with 4 angles, and in that case you will see 4 profiles being used in that. And they all behave like one. Once again, if you go inside and choose a double I, in that case, let's say you use the IP 200 profile, then you can, this is once again it's used as a single profile in the background. Obviously, the detailing will be done separately. When you create drawings, you will it'll automatically create separate single part drawings for these members. But as far as their behavior and their modification is concerned, it's much easier to do because you can grab them any one of them, and both will be selected, and you can rotate this one like that, rotate it back, rotate it like that. So it's very easy to work with. Let's go back in there again. You've got quadruple eyes. You've got back-to-back angles which look like back-to-back. 4 angles which look like back-to-back channels. So that's basically something like this. So these are all twin profile options, which make life a hell of a lot easier because they behave as one object. There's no need to select 4 and then put your work plane somewhere and then do some modifications and then rotate it. All you just grab it, press Control Q, and you've got it rotated. Just grab it again, Control Q again, and you got it back to the same spot. So very easy to use, and makes life very, very easy as far as using twin profiles are concerned.